泵把抿灰嘅時候咧，亦都同時整埋上次硬到爆晒嘅 side skirt。
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jimmy Has No Garage. In the last episode, we used a whole lot of Bondo glass to shape the bumper to where we want it. In this episode, we're gonna step down to like a finer material, which is body filler, to further refine the bumper, and hopefully today we can apply primer and color code. Before going back to the bumper, I also took some time to repair the side skirt with Bondo glass. I sanded the skirt smooth and I moved back to the bumper. I was searching for cracks and pinholes and then enlarging them before I put body filler on.
呢度咧睇唔睇到啊？一條罅喺度，咁啊就補啊。
After a while, I switched to Bondo Spot Putty to fill even smaller pinholes. It was really tiring and time consuming because you really have to look for it. Patience is key here.
跟住咧想轉窿啊，即係呢條嘢上面本身有啲窿係有螺絲嘅，但係要諗下辦法點樣可以揾翻個窿咧？即係我哋呢邊點樣可以揾到個窿？譬如話我摸到呢度有一粒，冇理由斷估㗎，冇啊，真係斷估㗎咋，就係喺度摸下後面嘅窿喺邊度，跟住斷估轉個細窿，跟住揾啱咗篤穿到就轉個大嘅。
I procrastinated painting this bumper for almost a year. The reason behind this was because I didn't know how to secure the bumper onto this bracket thingy. But ever since I created this slip with Bondo glass, everything seemed to clear up and it fits perfect and looked OEM. I was really happy about it. Remember last time when I was painting the hot top spoiler, I got disturbed by the bunch of flies. Today, I stepped up my game and upgraded my paint booth.
買咗個風扇，買咗2個濾紙，買咗件防護衣。好啦，咁啊簡單咁 set 好咗再進化嘅一個 paint booth， 係有出風口同入風口。咁屋企用嘅風扇咧就入風啦，咁因為唔想佢變到紅色啊嘛。係咪？咁咧，跟住咧一個對流出風口就啱啱買咗把風扇，咁啊兩邊都有一個 air filter 嘅，咁啊呢度咧就會隔塵啦，呢度咧就會咧啲油唔會噴出去，污染咗個地方。而家就想開始噴啦，咁但係咧時間已經嚟到1點半啦，咁其實4點半左右就已經天黑㗎啦，咁天黑咧就會天氣凍，凍就會影響啲油黐上去，所以想盡快睇下今日噴唔噴到紅色，我估都噴唔到紅色㗎啦，唉。喺我好急想搬入去嘅時候咧，我撞爆咗隻角裂咗，咁所以而家又要補又要等，跟住又要散翻平佢，先可以成個噴。唉，冇嘥時間啦。咁啊，而家可能噴咗呢個上咗呢個底油先，即係 partial 嘅，唔想成個，淨係噴呢忽，跟住兩邊。
I bought this can of primer at O'Reilly's, but at that time, I didn't know that you cannot use the Harbor Freight paint gun for primer because the tip of the paint gun is too small for the primer to flow out. If you don't want to invest in a second spray gun, I would just suggest you to go buy the Rattle Can primers.
OK， 咁噴完就攞出嚟等喺度啦。唔係話特別好靚咁樣啦，不過I don't care。而家你見到太陽就落緊山啦，就開始噴個底油。今日應該真係噴唔落顏色㗎啦。噴之前咧，又攞呢個 tech box， 就去買一次先啦，咁確保佢冇塵啦。
At this point, my spray gun decided to clog up on me, but I managed to cover the whole bumper with primer.
清場先啦，天就嚟黑啦，咁我亦都下個禮拜星期1到5我都唔會有時間喺有太陽嘅時候可以噴嘅，所以就執嘢。今日同我預期嘅有啲出入，咁啊有啲 down 啦，因為諗住真係大貪到可以一日噴完上完base coat， 跟住又可以直接噴埋顏色嘅，咁但係就唔得，因為冇太陽啦，天開始黑，又就嚟凍。咁跟住啲噴槍噴出嚟嘅時候咧，第一轉聽到佢嘴好似有啲濕濕地噴嘅時候，放屁咁樣。但係雖然咁講，但今日都有得着嘅，就係、譬如話原來噴完底油之後咧，會有好多睇唔到嘅裂痕同埋窿，而家就會睇到啦。咁再上嘅時候就可以再密多啲窿，咁會再靚啲。
75 years later.
I let it dry for another day, and my battle with the pinholes began one more time. This time around, it was much easier because the whole bumper was white. Yo, I want to say that I did this once already, right? But I was still able to find this many pinholes. Sometimes you really have to do it by yourself to understand why the body shop charges you so much for painting a body part. Heck, they may not even spend this much effort on it too. Or they have a better way of doing it. I don't know. By the way, this is Jimmy and Snow Garage, right? I live in a studio like this. To maintain this hobby of mine, I have to sacrifice one corner of my room just for the tools. But the rent is pretty cheap considering that I'm in LA, $650. But the only downside is that I don't do laundry at home and I don't have a kitchen.
OK， 咁而家咧就喺工具鋪買咗呢一條薄嘅鋁啦，咁就嚟取代原裝嗰一條。咁啊，之前啱啱咪轉咗窿嘅，而家咧就夾上去就 mark 翻啲窿喺邊度啦。落個 punch。
Having these two strips of aluminum sandwiching the bumper, it now functions and looks even more like an OEM bumper, and I'm really glad that I did that. Well, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and the bumper is now finally ready for paint, and you'll see it in the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe this channel. If you can't wait to see how this car looks because how slow I upload videos, go follow my Instagram for latest updates. See you next time.